this is Aldea. I'm with you today to give you my review of the Midnight Moth Palette by Electrum Cosmetics. I bought it directly on the Electrum Cosmetics website because it wasn't sold on Monolith. I bought it quite some time ago, but I didn't get around to use it, so I wanted to do it now. I thought that maybe it could still interest some people. So this is the out packaging. I think it's very beautiful. I really like it. And inside, this is what she looks like. So it's very autumnal. Um, all the shimmers are special shades. These three are more smooth, and these three are more like chunky, but not necessarily in a bad way. They are just like flakier. That's the word I was looking for. This is my second palette from Electrum Cosmetics. The first one that I have is the Sea Witch, which I really love. It's one of my top favorites in my collection, and it made me want to buy other things from Electrum Cosmetics. So I did. These are magnetics, as you may see from the packaging, and I don't think that the Sea Witch is magnetic. So it's something that I really like because I really love all the shades, and so I will gladly bring some of them if I want to travel or if I want to do if I want to build my own palette. So I did 3 looks. This one is the last one. I hope you will enjoy them, and I will see you at the end of the video to give you my review. Okay, so I'm starting as I usually do with my primer that I powder. Then I take the shade Lepidoptera. I don't know if that's the right way to pronounce it. Or Lepidoptera. Lepidoptera. I'm sorry, I don't know. And I put it on the outer half of my eyes. As you can see, it's pretty easy to blend out. It's not too pigmented. I tend to prefer it to be a little more pigmented, but it works itself very well, so I don't complain. Then I take the shade Nightshade to blend the edges, even if it's not really necessary. And then the shade Nightfall that I used to deepen up the look. I thought that adding this shade would add something quite nice to the look. Then I use my SPF that I was testing at the moment. I already did my review on it on YouTube. If that's something that interests you, I will link the video. And then I do my usual base. Well, I'm not gonna detail everything that I use because it's really what I use every day. So it will be in the description below, but well, I won't stop and talk about it for hours. Then I use the NYX glitter primer on my eyes, and I put the color Unveil, which you can see here, which is one of my favorite shades from the palette. It's really smooth and shifty. It's really good looking. And then I used the shade Lepidoptera again and smooth everything out. And I also put it in my lower lash line. Here I'm just working everything. Then I take the shade Dead of Night to put it in my inner corner. I also put it a little bit higher up. And then the color Synth in my lower lash line. I really enjoy when the lower lash line is shimmery as well. And here I'm using this trio I have from Tarte, from Cream Products, which are in my project plan for this year. Then I used the shade Believer from my Electrum Cosmetics Daydreamer palette. I thought that using this Electrum Cosmetics highlighter palette would be fitting. Here I'm using a lip liner from Kylie Cosmetics. I'm sorry, I don't remember the name of it. I will put it in the description below. I think it's Sweater Weather, but I'm not 100% sure. And here it's my liquid lipstick from Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Allison, which is one of my favorites in my collection. I think it's one of those shades that I can wear with almost everything, and I always think it looks good. And this is the final look. I really enjoy this unveiled shade. I think it's very dimensional, and it marries quite well with the Lepidoptera shade, in my opinion. So I'm quite happy with the first look so far. Then the second look, I'm quickly doing my base. Well, not my base, I'm like priming everything. And I take the shade Ptera in the biggest part of my lid, and then the color Twilight to deepen everything. And I really like this Twilight shade. I think it will suit almost all of the shade in the palette. I just took a smaller brush. I thought the first brush that I took was a little bit too big. And yes, this shade Twilight will, in my opinion, fit very well with like the light pink or the green shades as well. So it's a great choice to have put it in this palette. Then this is the shade Moonlit, which is so beautiful. I'm quite hesitating of what I'm gonna put in my eyes. This is the shade Hecate, which is more flaky than the Moonlit shade, but very beautiful and shifty as well, as you can see. And this is the shade Dead of Night, which is pretty flaky as well. Here I think you can see it quite well on my finger. That choice is difficult. I don't think there is any wrong answer. But I'm choosing the shade Moonlit. And I have to say I'm quite happy of this choice, because I hope you can see it on camera, but the base of Moonlit is almost the same as the Twilight shade. So I think it's marries very well. I'm quite happy with this choice. And it shifts with a sort of olive green. Here you can see very well on my finger now that it's all smooth. And the olive tone goes very well with the yellow Ptera shade that I used. Same difficult choice. And I chose the Den of Night shade for the inner part of my lid. And as you can maybe see, it's quite flaky, so I have to do it like little by little and smooth everything with another finger to not put too much product. But as soon as it's smoothed out, as you can see, it's very beautiful. So it's maybe not the one that I would choose if I was in a hurry, but because you have to work it a little bit. But once it's worked in, it's like so very beautiful. So I think it's worth it. um, for my lower lash line, I use the same mats, so Twilight to deepen everything and Ptera to like blend everything out. I use the same blush in Fetish from Urban Decay, which I think I already said it, but it's in my yearly project pan. And then I take the shade Moonlit again on my lower lash line and the shade Dead of Night in my inner corner. Then I take the liquid highlighter from Unearthly. This is the shade Eternal Ember. And I got it in a trio which was released with the Gargoyle collection. And I really love it. If you were hesitating to buy it, I really encourage you to do so, because the highlighters from Unearthly, liquid and creamy, not cream, sorry, liquid and powder are my favorite from my collection, so I don't think you will regret it if you like the same type of highlighters as I do. And for my lips, I use the Maybelline Lifter Lip Liner in Player and the Fenty Gloss Bomb Stick in Spice Cold. And I adore this look. I'm really loving it. It's, I think, the kind of look that I could wear on a daily basis if I didn't prefer to change every day. It's something that I don't think I will ever be tired of. Well, then for the third look, I'm taking the shade Nocturnal that I didn't use yet, and I put it in the main part of my eyelid. Here I'm taking a fluffy brush with no additional product because I think I put too much on my first brush, so I didn't want to do too much. Then again I take the shade Twilight, which, as you will see, goes very well with this green olive shade, as I thought so. I think it's a really great combo. It's a really great addition to this palette, this Twilight shade. I blend everything together and clean everything up with a tissue. Then the shade Synth that I didn't use on my upper lid yet. And now is the time. And it's so really beautiful. It's really smooth, well, quite smooth, I would say. Not the smoothest, but it's really smooth. And I really love it. And then the shade Hecate in my in the inner part of my lid, which is this one quite flaky, so I have to work it with my fingers. The shade Twilight and Nocturnal on my lower lash line, just as I did on my upper lash line. No, sorry, lid, not lash line, sorry. And here I'm working a little bit more with the synth color, because I think with the way that I put my glitter primer, it did some patches, which is really not the eyeshadow's fault. it really is mine. I didn't put my glitter primer well, so I could work it out, and it looks perfect. And then for my blush, it was the same as yesterday. And for my highlighter, it's the Spellbinding one from Unearthly. Then this is the Let's Bounce lip liner from the Lifter line from Maybelline, which has a really great formula in great colors. And then the lip cream from NYX in the shade Rome. And I really love this combo as well. I really, really enjoy this look. The shades are so shifty, so impactful. I really, really like it. And then for the last look from this video, well, it's the one that you already saw, the one from the intro. It's a really simple one actually. I just take the shade Nightfall, and then I'm hesitating between Hecate and Luna. And I'm choosing Luna, which I think I didn't use yet. And well, this part is, well, I think shows you quite well what I said about the some shades being really flaky, so you really have to work it out. But as soon as it is worked out, it really smoothens, so no problem there. It's really beautiful. So then I also took the shade Hecate on my lower lid and the shade Dead of Night in my inner corner. Well, I tried to, but I don't know what happened. I put some lipstick on my nose, and I'm searching where it's coming from. I honestly I don't know. I don't know how it happened. So I'm trying to put it away. Oh, sorry, that's my cat saying hi. So as I was saying, this shade Dead of Night in my inner corner, and then I'm putting on my mascara. I'm taking the Bella Beauty Bar Oracle Highlighter Palette and the shade The Sun. And that's the finished look. So as you could see, it's quite simple but very impactful. I didn't use a lot of shades, and I'm really happy with the result. Okay, so as you could see, I hope I did 3 quite different looks. I really wanted to show how versatile it could be, and in my opinion, it's very versatile. There are quite a lot of shades and quite a lot of different combination that you can do. Um, and I really like it. I love the color story. Um, the mattes are, in my opinion, not the easiest to work with. I think they could be a little more pigmented and a little more easy to blend, but as you can see, they are totally workable. They are quite nice still. I didn't have any big problem with it. It's just that it's not my favorite formula for the mattes. But like you could see it was really fine. So it's not that big of a criticism. For the shimmer, these three, so as I told you, were the smoothest one. I really adore them, and for all of the shimmers, the Electrum Cosmetics formula is one that actually stays really good on my oily and folded lids. So that's actually another reason why I wanted to buy more from Electrum Cosmetics, because from the Sea Witch palette there are a lot of shimmers that actually quite well stay on my lids. So I wanted to see if it was for all the shimmers formula from them. And so the smoothest one stay quite well. Like there are some days where I was in the end of the day watching it, like checking my eyes. So the end of the day for me is like about like 14 or 15 hours after I do my makeup, because I do my makeup at 7:38 in the morning, and I take it off I like 23 so like 11 o'clock. So yeah, that's quite a day, but I will like maybe watch it in the at noon, and just dab it if needed to just if it moves a little bit, I can like tap it a little bit, and it will be fine. But most of the time I didn't even need to do that because it stays really well. Um, and the flakier formula, well, it's not the easiest one because it's flakier. So you have to work it a little bit more. So it's not the kind of formula that I will use if I'm in a rush, which I often am. um, but still, the one that I use today is flakier. But as you can see, it's smooth. It smooths really well. So still a great formula, a great effect. The multichrome is very nice looking. I hope that the camera does it justice, because it's very beautiful. So overall, I really like this palette. It makes me want to buy more from the brand. I really encourage you to try it if you haven't already. They have another palette right now, which is the Blood Moon. I don't know yet if I will buy it, but I may, because I already was hesitating, but a few days ago it went on sale on Monolith, so I may just buy it. I will see. And they are sneak peeking another new palette, so I am really excited to see what it will be. So yeah, this is a beautiful palette, really great color story. This color story actually is very me, if I can say that. It's very colors that I gravitate towards. I love that they are pretty. Oh, hi. I love that there are quite a lot of dark tones, because that's how I like to do my makeup. I like to start with the darker one, and it is the main focus of the look. They are quite different intensity of shimmers. Some of them are quite dark or mid-tone, and there are some that are quite light and that can be used in the inner corner but also on the lid as I did today. So I really love the versatility of it, and I think you can do some neutral-ish looks with it. It's not the most neutral palette, but I think it can be like called like neutral with a twist because of the matte tones. But then the shimmers like bring it to another level. So like yeah, I really do recommend it, and I'm so glad I bought it. And I hope that my review showed you the versatility and quite an insight of what the palette looks like. Um, and maybe you would want to buy it as well. Let me know what you think, and thank you so much for watching my video. If you like it, don't forget to put a little thumb up, maybe even subscribe if you want to see more from me. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.